Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. Is Battlefield back? We played it all weekend, and we've got our initial impressions for you. There's a new contender in the action RPG genre. Well, it's actually a sequel, but it is gaining a ton of hype. And once again, gamers show how we can be really dumb with the things that we complain about. Plus, a lot more in This Week in Gaming. But first, some introductions are in order. I am your host, Josh, and joining me, we convince him that taking point for our squad is an honor, but it's really just so we don't die first. It's Ryan.
You got it, guys. I'll go ahead.
Ryan, you take point, man. You get this one. You start the capping.
Oh no, I'm dead again.
Oh no, Ryan's down. Run, everybody, run.
That's how we lived our Battlefield life.
Oh man, this is why gaming with your buddies is the best, because it's like you go start the point, man. You go, and then everybody's sitting back going like, what a sucker. Oh man, and joining us in only a few short hours of Battlefield 6, he was able to double his kill count. And I'm not joking, because it went from 1 to 2.
Hey, I'm out here to save lives, boys. I'm here to save lives, not end them. All right. I don't even know why they bother giving me a gun.
Homie took his Hacksaw Ridge cosplay like serious, dude. He's like, do not hand me a gun. Get it away. Ah!
I wish I was making this up.
I do too. I wish you were making it up too.
But I am not joking when I say that after a couple of hours of playing, Ace was like, guys, I think I'm starting to get it. And we looked and he had 2 kills instead of just the one.
I had like 22 reses though.
See, Ace? Like it's starting to click. Now, you did play a great medic. But yes, you definitely were Hacksaw Ridge where you're like, I'm against violence.
Oh, I felt like such a moron.
I won't touch a gun, ball.
Oh my goodness, man. Welcome in, everybody. We have a great episode for you. Obviously, Battlefield 6. We're going to get into our thoughts on that one. We've got Titan Quest 2 that released, and we have yet another. I'm starting to enjoy these just because, look, man, if we're all gamers, if we can't make fun of some of the dumb things that we do, like, what's the point? But
I don't want to be part of this we, by the way, and we'll get
too
into
bad.
it. But I don't want to.
You're part of the collective.
I don't want to be part of the we.
This is fair. Like this is stuff that gamers shouldn't do. So we are not like condoning this behavior by any means. But my goodness, guys, sometimes people complain about the dumbest things in the world, and so we have to point it out because it's like don't be that dumb. So, but before we get rolling, we have a review. Ace, you want to read a review, buddy?
I do. I got a review right here for us. It is a 5-star review from Garnished One, and it says, perfect. I've been listening since the Elden Ring episode, and it's been amazing since. Keep going, and you guys are great. Thank you so very much. I totally was involved in that episode.
Yeah.
That's why it was great, obviously.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh man. All right, guys. We're just gonna jump right in, man, because I have a feeling we've got some talking to do.
We're gonna vibe a little bit on some Battlefield.
Battlefield 6. It comes out. Listen, everybody knows. Apparently, the reel where I was talking about Battlefield 2042, and hey, being kind of excited about Battlefield 6. Like the internet does, that reel blew up.
Oh my gosh,
People started saying, you guys are dumb. You don't know what you're talking about, like the internet does. But we finally got to play it. Hype level was through the roof. I mean, I know Ryan and I think Ace, I think our hype rubbed off on you as somebody that's never played a Battlefield.
It definitely did. The hype from not only the reels taking off, but editing those reels together. I was like, okay, this game looks really good. Okay, now people are really liking the content. And then we hopped in. I was like, oh, okay, the hype's real.
Yeah. So, let's just start there, Ace, because, this is your first Battlefield.
It is.
You have played some Call of Duties. You are a big fan of, like, hero shooters, or at least rivals. So it's not like, first person shooters aren't familiar to you in this case, but Battlefield, brand new experience. And I think Ryan and I tried to prepare you for the chaos of it. I just want, what is your opinion? As somebody brand new to this, what did you think?
I thought this was far more chaotic than you prepared me for. I'll say that. I was expecting chaos. I was not expecting the war-torn chaos I got. Where I peeked my head above cover for a single second and down I went.
What's that shiny white light over there? Oh, it's a sniper scope.
Is that the paparazzi in the mountains? What is going on? It also doesn't help that I may or may not have intentionally multiple times shot grenades and rocket launchers and everything else I could at Ace, and then he just goes, "What was that?" And he just starts spinning around as the building's falling down around him.
You crushed me with a building at least twice.
I did. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was awful. And then Josh drove the car right in front of a tank.
Okay.
Twice.
That happened multiple times, but that was not on purpose. That was rounding a corner, and then there just happened to be the enemy tank right there that was like, well, hello there.
We're going to flank them, boys. We're going to flank them. Oh, that's a tank.
Yeah. Crunch.
Crunch.
Oh,
boom.
So, I mean, I love what you said, because it's like we tell people the chaos of Battlefield is unlike anything else, but you kind of have to experience it to kind of understand, the buildings are crumbling, explosions are going off, people around you are dying, you're just shooting into smoke because there's bad guys on the other side. Was it overload? Was it fun? What was it for you, Ace?
It wasn't quite overload so much as just getting adjusted to it, but also in the chaos, there is also strategy. You cannot run around willy-nilly in this game.
No.
Or you will get destroyed. And as the cool thing about this game is the roles. The roles really make this game stand out. And I only played the medic, so I knew what my role was. It's like, okay, get the people who can actually hit their targets back up.
Yeah, I mean, I think they do give you a gun. I think you're supposed to shoot people, Ace.
I shot at people. I laid down cover fire. All right.
I shot at them as he's running around with his paddles.
I just didn't hit anyone.
Was it fun?
It was really fun. I wish I'd gotten time to play more, honestly. It was so fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a somewhat busy weekend for the three of us. I think I probably got the most playtime out of the three of us, but we played for 6 hours on Thursday.
Yeah. We got streamed a whole lot.
Alone, we streamed for 4 that one session, and then we played before and after, I think. So it was a lot. We got a lot in. This is one of those games, man, where you can tell already. We have every match ends in a bunch of stories. And ends in a bunch of fun jokes and post-amble, and where we talk about what happened and different things and that's just every time you play, that's what you get. It felt just like the old days of playing Battlefield to me. From what I experienced playing Battlefield from the original, birth of the series, that's what this felt like to me.
All right.
I have to say, dude, it is Battlefield's back, dude. Legitimately,
so back.
Look, I have been so critical of the Battlefield series ever since Battlefield
Rightfully
4.
so.
Honestly, rightfully. Yeah. And I know that there's a lot. It's funny because I was talking to another group of friends and they were saying, dude, they really liked Battlefield 1 because it was the World War I. They liked the nostalgia. They liked the weapons and all that stuff. And they were like, dude, I loved Battlefield 1. And I'm like, that's awesome. I didn't care for it that much. Battlefield 5, I thought, was not good at all. Battlefield 2042 was a disaster. Battlefield 4, to me, was the last Battlefield that I actually enjoyed playing. To where I was like, I'm diving in. I'm playing this game. I played a lot of it. And guys, Battlefield 6, to me, feels like Battlefield 4 did. So if you liked Battlefield 4, I think you are absolutely going to love Battlefield 6. And as much as it sounds cliche, Battlefield's back, baby.
It's back.
They figured it out, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how it took this long. I got it, Vince Zampinella. Credit to you, buddy, because I feel like you were the driving force behind this. But dude, let me tell you, the guns feel incredible. The hit registration, the sound of the guns, the way that the guns feel different, they control different. like part of the fun for me was just unlocking all the attachments for the guns. That's such like a Call of Duty Battlefield thing. And normally I don't get into it, but I was like, no, I want to see if I'm good with this gun, man. The class kits, I think were much more of like, I felt like I was playing my actual class role. The vehicles felt good. The maps felt good. Is it perfect? No. Like, I don't want to be the guy that's being like, this is the best Battlefield that we've ever had. It's not. That was Battlefield 2, if you ask me. But this Battlefield seems to have recaptured what people play Battlefield for. And that is that chaos, like Ace, like you got a glimpse of. It is working with your squad to where it's so much more fun if you're actually working together and roaming around together versus just all splitting off in different directions and never trying to actually work together. Ryan, you said it, those moments, like the reason I love Battlefield so much is it's like you get a story from every match that you play, dude. Like whether it's Josh drove a car full of us straight into the face of a tank and got us obliterated, to we're all dead in a tiny little hallway and Ace comes out of nowhere and just reses all four of us, and then we wind up taking out the enemy squad and capping the point. To shooting down a helicopter. Ryan, you did that. You hit it with the tank, I think, right? Where you were RPG. Like, oh, I just hit that guy.
It was RPG across the map. Like, you time it out. There's so many things that like make up a match and a scenario, but as opposed to Call of Duty or these other games, like it's so cinematic and it's so different in this world. Like this is not Call of Duty, and it shouldn't be. It's Battlefield, baby. Like this is a different game, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be this quick twitch, slide around, crazy movement, all these things that the COD players love and they use. Like this is war. This is not Hell Let Loose. This is not a super specific war simulator, but this is also like, buildings are going to explode, things are going to happen. Like it's war. Like, and that's what I love. It is the fun part of it all, that you can experience, and you can experience with your friends. So it was so much fun.
Tactics matter more in Battlefield.
Absolutely.
A squad behaving the right way, like sometimes hiding and letting, like if there's 8 guys that come flooding onto a point, dude, just hide. Let them take the point, let them run off, and then you just backcap right away. But that's like effective. You know what I mean? Like a medic, you shouldn't be frontlining as a medic. Like you're going to die. Like let the other people frontline, and then you just shock paddle them and res them back up. There's so many things that come into play with Battlefield that sets it apart. And I am so happy, guys. I can tell you right now, I will 100% be buying Battlefield when it releases in October. This beta just proved to me that this is what I've been wanting, what I've been hoping for. Look, number one, optimization. Game ran excellent. Ace, I mean, you probably have the least powerful computer out of me and Ryan. And did you have any performance issues at all?
Not a one. And I was concerned about it based off what I was seeing online, where people were saying, they were worried they're going to have trouble running it, and then going through the BIOS to set everything up and everything like that. And I was like, yeah, I know the BIOS.
Oh no.
But no, it ran like a dream for me. Like it was perfect. I'd had no issues, no crashes, no glitches.
Yeah. So performance wise, I felt like the game was very optimized. That is something that we did not have with 2042. I knew right away playing 2042. I was like, bro, this game is buggy. It doesn't seem optimized. The hit registration was off. The weapons didn't really feel that good. The maps felt barren. I mean, you could tell right away. Like it is night and day difference between the 2042 beta and the Battlefield 6 beta. I know there's going to be people out there that are like, oh, you guys are getting paid by EA to say all this and stuff. And it's like, dude, we're just fans of the series that have been disappointed fans for a long time. This is like, if you're a fan of a football team and your team sucks, right? It's kind of like, oh, we suck, But when you get a glimpse of it being good again, you get really excited. And that's the excitement that I have for Battlefield 6 right now, man.
Yeah. No, that's why we've been accused of this a lot online with our recent reels and stuff. But like the last Battlefield was really, really bad. And we're willing to say it. And then like other ones, like different. They just haven't done a good job in a long time. And like Josh said, Battlefield 4, probably the last one they did very well. Like, I have very, very fond memories of playing that game, waking up at 6 a.m. to go to work, and the game's still on because I fell asleep because I played it till 2:30. Like, that's the old Battlefield, and that's what I felt like playing with you guys when we played. Like, that's what it made me. All I wanted to do was play more. And that's what a game should make you feel like.
Play more.
I know. I want to play more too.
The beta's over, and I literally made the joke, like, what am I supposed to play now?
Oh, no.
Oh, man. So I am very excited for this. Ryan, are you buying Battlefield 6 based off of the beta?
I may or may not have already pre-ordered
Okay.
this love letter.
You're going to catch some pre-order hate. Ace, as somebody brand new to this, you played about 6 hours with us. Was this enough to sell you on buying Battlefield?
This is absolutely a game that I'll buy cosmetics for.
Yes! Oh, that's the highest praise Ace can give.
Hold on. We know Ace buys cosmetics for games he doesn't play. So
and I'll play the game.
Okay, he'll play the game too. Okay,
we're good. There you go.
We're good then. We're good.
Okay, good catch on that one, Ryan. He was trying to be all trickstery there.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, cosmetics.
I will say, if you're playing the medic, play your dang role and res people.
Oh, dude. I can't tell you. Oh, my
gosh.
Dude, I'm going to chalk this up to there's probably a lot of new people.
There's a lot of new people. That's for
Every class can res people. The medics just do it faster, and they get the shock battles that can do it instantly.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many times, not in combat. I get if you shouldn't res because you're getting shot at.
Yes.
But like, how many people were just standing on my body looking down at me, and I'm like, need a medic, and they're just looking at me and they're like,
I'm not a medic.
And they just run off, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Come on.
Sucks to suck, loser.
Oh, man.
And everyone just gives up when they fall, too. So I was like, you couldn't res people.
A lot of them, I think it was a lot of new players. I think this exposed a lot of, with the hype, too. I mean, we saw how many people, 500,000 were online. Like, that was their
set
peak.
A record.
Set a record. So with all the streamers giving out codes and stuff, we saw a lot of new people that have never been exposed to Battlefield. So you got to chalk it up to that for the most part. But man, like, this is so much more of a team game where you have to, utilize coordination and work together, as opposed to like Call of Duty, where it's just like run a gun, you're your own man, like one man army. Like, this is a different game, and people are going to learn that.
Yeah. And the pacing, like, honestly, I had to relearn it. Like, one of the biggest problems I had was just trucking it through the map, and then I round a corner, and guess what? I get shotgun blast to the face. And it's like, you start to learn, like, hey, there's a good sight line here, like, hunker down before you just go plowing through a map. Like, hey, check that corner, maybe look to the side, before you run. And so I think there's definitely a learning curve there for people. I love that tactics and a little bit more strategy. And this is not a sim tactics type game.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is chaotic. This is fast paced, but a little bit of tactics go a long way for somebody that's playing. So I cannot wait. I was super impressed with this, guys. It really, really was what I was hoping for, and I cannot wait to play some more, man. So this weekend, there is another open beta this weekend. If you just give it a shot, jump in, see what you think. A lot of people in our community were jumping in and trying it. The response that we saw was almost overwhelmingly favorable towards this. Like, even if it's not necessarily your type of game, I think a lot of people were like, yo, this is pretty impressive. I can see why people are really enjoying this. So, all right, we got to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and talk about a few of these other news stories. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with the second part of our Battlefield 6 episode. No, I'm just kidding. we do have some other news stories that we should talk about. Guys, look, man, we have been gamers our entire lives. We are guilty of gaming faux pas and cliches and things like that, right? Like, we've rage quit games. All these things. But there is this trend that is happening where gamers want to complain about the dumbest things ever in a video game. And then the internet grabs onto that for some reason. And then it becomes this like wave of stupidity that is like that takes over the world, and then it's like, why, guys? Why is this a thing? I mean, a couple that come to mind. One of them, Starfield. Look. I'm not the biggest fan of Starfield. Okay, I thought it was a very mediocre game. It was disappointing to me as a whole. Like, is it a decent video game? Sure, Ryan knows. But when Starfield came out, somebody ran for 10 minutes in a straight line on a planet, and eventually.
I can't go any further. What is going on, guys? I can't go any further.
As a reminder, we have video, guys. If you're not watching the podcast, you are missing out. But man, sometimes you got to watch Ryan just running. Oh my goodness. Okay, but yes. So as Ryan is so aptly demonstrating, after 10 minutes of running in a straight line, you would hit an invisible wall on a planet. And this broke the internet because everybody said, these aren't huge planets. There's a wall.
This isn't an open game.
This is so stupid. More recently, in Avowed, people were comparing Avowed to, I don't know, Skyrim or Oblivion or something, where it was like you could go into a vendor's shop in Oblivion and you could kick a chicken and you could steal their inventory. And look at this game Avowed that came out 5 years later, and you can't kick this chicken that's in this shop. And so people trash that. And it's like, guys, like, really? This is what we want developers to spend their time on? So... this stuff baffles me. There's been a dozen of these over the last few years, but my goodness, guys, this latest one is just gamers are at it again.
Mm-hmm.
Mafia, the old country, released. I've seen very good things. I've seen a couple people say, it's kind of mid, but like overall, it seems to be a positive game. Except
I heard Michael Phelps doesn't like it.
Michael Phelps. Why don't you just explain why Michael Phelps will never play Mafia?
That was on the spot, but I'll explain to you. In this linear game that is not an open world that you are exploring and checking out what's going on, you cannot swim. Can you believe it?
The
you
horror,
can't swim.
the tragedy.
Is there water in the game, Ryan?
Well, there's water, but you know what? It's a linear experience.
Why can't I swim?
No, you need to stay on the path, dude. You can't swim.
You saying Mafia people can't swim? Is that what you're trying to say?
Let me ask you guys a gamer question.
Too much pasta.
They float.
It's a gabagool, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness, man. Okay, let's ask a gamer question. You're playing a game. There's some water. Resident Evil, for instance, right? I'm riding around in a boat. If I jump off the boat into the water, what happens?
Probably a big fish eats you.
Yeah, you die.
Yeah.
How many video games do you die if you fall in the water? This is a common thing. Gamers know this. So why is it all of a sudden that in a game where if you jump into the water, you die, that people are losing their minds over this?
A linear game too, not an open world. Like
16-year-olds grew up with video games and they just think they know everything in the world and they just want to whine and complain and yell at everybody.
Guys, listen. We got to be better than this as gamers, man.
We're better than this.
We are better than this, but we are trying to do our duty to the gaming industry and saying, stop it.
As a collective, we are better than this. We should know that developers have limited time and they can't focus on stupid stuff. They need to make a game that is good, that you want to play.
Hey guys, we have no interaction in water. We want to put it into our game, but should we code a month's worth of programming to, make sure that if a character decides to jump in the water, they can swim? Well, no, that doesn't make sense. That's what it is. Like, come on.
There's no objectives in the water. We're just going to make it so you can swim.
You can do.
Or how about like every other video game where if you jump into the water, you sink and you drown and you die, and it goes, hey, that's out of bounds, people.
No, it's unrealistic.
That's what gamers are conditioned for. Like, God, the fact that this is drama that we are talking about makes my brain hurt, man.
Dude, how many times have you gone where you're not supposed to go in a game and you die and you just go, oh, guess I can't go there. And then that's it. Like, that's it. You were done. Now you know, I can't just jump in the water.
You know where the boundaries are.
Yeah, you know where you can go, what you can do.
That's not enough, you guys. I need to go to the internet and I need to express my displeasure. I need to round up as many people as possible that will also express their displeasure so that we can make this a thing. You know, this is against people that can swim. That's what this is really about, man, is we all had to learn how to swim as kids. And gosh darn it, if I don't want to be able to use those skills in a video game.
Yeah. You know, I never was super excited to be the age that I am. But when I see things like this and I'm like, you dang little kid, you young whippersnappers, like, come on, get it together. Come on. This is ridiculous. If you are of that age, if you are of that group that is complaining about something like this, man, get it together. Dude, these are meant for fun. This is video games. This is what we do to have, like, enjoy our passion of just, like, getting into another world.
Make it fun for the developers, man. Like, how do you think they feel seeing the internet being mad because they didn't program swimming into their game? Like,
bro, this is Pac-Man. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, dude, it's just, it's ridiculous. You guys, the problem is there's way too many outlets for people with opinions to voice them.
Yeah.
And their opinions are just like dog crap. Like, they're horrible. Like, and so, like, most people, they'd be yelling it on the corner and nobody would care, but here they can, like, project it to the world and it picks up volume, and then, like, you know, hot journalist media, stuff like that wants to you know, ramp it up because it makes clicks, it makes money, you know, and stuff like that. But man, this is such a stupid thing for people to be upset about. Like, oh.
Listen, so much so, we're going to move on here, but so much so that one of the Baldur's Gate 3 developers responded to this and tried to, like, just give perspective and say, guys, more mechanics in a game does not make a game better.
No.
And these things that you guys are all clamoring for a swimming animation, that takes time and development. For what? Like, stop it. Stop asking for these things that don't make sense. Kicking a chicken in Avowed does not make Avowed a better game. You know, like, an invisible wall after 10 minutes of running in Starfield does not make Starfield a better game or a worse game. Like, these are dumb things that we got to stop pointing out to developers and stuff, man, because number one, it drives me crazy as a lifelong gamer. And I got to imagine it makes it unfun to make video games when this is the crap that people start to point out.
And it's not to say that, like, unique things in games aren't appreciated. Like, we love when we see, like, man, they took the time to put in the effort for that thing or that this thing, you know. So we appreciate it, but overall, and the whole general sense of a video game, creating a video game, when it's a linear game that doesn't involve water, like, you don't need to swim in the water, and, like, that's just the nuts and bolts of it. Like, that's all there is to it. So whatever, y'all are lame. I'm calling you out right now. You're lame.
Stop it. All right, guys. I don't know what to make of this one. We're running out of time here. So I'll tell you what, because I want to talk about this story just a little bit. But Titan Quest was one of my favorite Diablo-like games that I played way back in the day. It is very much just a non-story driven, have a ton of fun with your abilities in action-oriented, action RPG Diablo-like games. I loved it. Part 2, after what feels like 20 years, is finally out in early access. It has sold over 300,000 copies so far, and it is getting praised like crazy. So if you're a fan of the Diablo-like games, Path of Exile, Diablo, Titan Quest 2 is out in early access, and apparently people are really loving it. So I actually probably plan on picking this game up. So much so that I'm not going to play the early access, because this is one of those ones where I actually want to wait for the full release, but it has my attention big time.
I'm not usually into these kind of games, but the setting for this one actually caught my attention.
Oh, it's Greek mythology.
Yeah, Greek mythology. Like that's pretty dang cool.
Sold people.
Kratos over here is like, I'm in.
Oh, I love mythology, dude. I love it. Okay. I don't know what to make of this story, guys. This one is baffling to me. Like, what the heck? So the developers, BioWare went to EA and said, hey guys, you know, we remastered the Mass Effect series, which is the Legendary Edition, and I'm sure they made a bunch of money because people snatch up these remasters even though they played the original game. And it went over okay, I guess. You know, I don't remember hearing a bunch of flack about it, but so, you know, it made them, I'm sure, millions and millions of dollars. So BioWare goes to EA and they go, "Hey, EA, what you think about if we remaster the Dragon Age series, man? That was another beloved one. You know, how about that money? You like money, don't you, EA?" Hey guys, what did EA say?
We hate money.
No.
What?
No.
EA said no
They
to
said
a
no.
remaster? What is happening?
What is going on?
Maybe they got some artists in there now, man. So people actually care about what they put out to their public.
Look, guys, okay, we have EA that made a good Battlefield game finally.
Yep.
And we have EA that is saying, no, we're not going to remaster this beloved series and just try to make a bunch of money off of people. So much so that BioWare got mad at EA and said, you realize you're throwing away millions of dollars, right? And EA said, yeah, that's fine. We don't want to remake that series.
Yeah.
Yeah, one sec, guys. I gotta go check and see if hell froze over.
Like, is this,
You're looking a little foxy there, brother.
What is this world that we're living in where EA is like siding with gamers all of a sudden?
EA's the good guy?
What?
Okay.
What's next? Ubisoft?
Beloved developers,
Well,
right?
hold on.
You know, like Larian Studios. We love Larian. They're the
Love
ones that came out and said, stop being stupid about this Mafia thing, right? Like, we've got CD Projekt Red. Like, okay, they made a big mistake, but they've made up for it. You know, you have these studios that like just are, they're dialed in with gamers, man. Like, you know, like these guys are gamers. They know what we love. Like, this is Sandfall Games with Expedition 33. Like,
From
just
Soft.
dialed in, man. Like, is there a world where like EA or Ubisoft or Blizzard goes, we may have lost our way, guys. You know what? We're going back to being gamers' favorites. Like, it's not impossible. You got to stop what you're doing. But like, could that happen?
I think it could, man. I mean, each of them has a peak franchise that people fell in love with to begin with and kind of got them their start. And maybe they just lost their way in all this greed and money. And they're going to find their ways back to what the players actually want to get from them. Like, do you realize how ecstatic I would be to get an Assassin's Creed that wasn't full of microtransactions and was a complete game on release that I could actually herald as a great game instead of just buying the collector's edition anyway because I'm a sheep?
Well, that's what I was, dude. I forget what I watched the other day, but I was watching something that's where, like, we pay for this product. Like, these video games are a product. This is something we are purchasing from an entity. They are giving us that, and we are giving them, you know, the money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not done. It's not complete. There's always day one patches. There's always week one patches. There's always week two patches, and it keeps going on. So how can we buy this thing that is not ever done, and, you know, just keep paying this money all the time? Like, it's crazy how much us as gamers are expected to just go with the flow on all these things. And I was thinking about this, like, what if the age gap, like this timeline, has finally got to the point where some of the people that are in the higher up executives, the higher up levels in these companies, are actually gamers, not money people, not people who just you know, punch in the numbers. Like, they have some empathy for what we have to go through as gamers. So maybe they're making choices based on that.
That's a good hypothesis.
In the sky, like, shot, like, who knows? But like, maybe we're starting to get gamers in the corporate world that actually care and are part of that, and still care about video games and care about video gamers, to where they are putting in the effort to make things right and make things have like longevity, you know. So guys, I don't know. Who knows?
Listen, here's something I don't understand, right? Is like, you know, every one of these giant publishers have their PR people, and we've always said we hate the PR speak, right? Like,
of course.
Anytime something fails or is bad, you get this whole like, oh, well, we realize that we let you down and blah blah blah, and we hate it, right? We're like, bro, just be honest with us, right? why is there not, you have your CEOs and your CFOs and all this stuff and your PR people. Why is there not a head gaming officer where it is that dude's job is just to look at it and go, is this fun? Will this resonate with gamers?
Check the pulse, man.
Right. Let's just see. I'm a lifelong gamer. If it passes the gamer vibe, we're good to go. Like Battlefield 6. Like, I'm going to mention it again because guess what? Gamers are enjoying the heck out of Battlefield 6. And you go, cool, we're on to something here, guys. We're giving gamers what they want, right? The head gaming officer was the dude that went, guys, this is very easy. Look, I know we tried this with 2042, but listen, all they want is they want classes, they want good gunplay, they want to be able to work as a squad, they don't want Santa Claus running around in their game, and they don't want it to be buggy. Like, this isn't very hard. Yeah. And then the suits go, all right, guys, head gaming officer said this is what we need to do. How is this not a thing that you have at your billion-dollar companies?
Well, head gaming officer, how do we monetize that to the most optimum level? Can you tell me that, sir?
How can we sell this over a 3-year DLC expansion?
Yeah, that's why.
But we see this all the time with this disconnect, guys. We're talking about Dragon Age, and it's like Dragon Age Veilguard, right? I know there's a few people out there that really enjoyed Veilguard. Good, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. But if you ask the majority of people, if you would put this in front of any kind of gamers, they would have gone like, guys, I'm not sure we're on the right track here. Head gaming officer, what do we need on this?
Start over.
Start over. Like, honestly, right? Like, hey, man, or you could have consulted me from the beginning and I would have told you what made Dragon Age awesome.
Yeah.
I don't understand how this isn't a thing, man. And it should be a thing. I volunteer as tribute to be head gaming officer, EA. You can reach out to me. All right. Like, I'm doing this for gamers. I'm not doing this selfishly for the stock options in the Lamborghini. Okay. I'm doing this for the gamers out there.
Josh will sell out so quick, dude. Are you kidding me?
Sell out so fast.
What are you talking about, man?
Josh rolls up in his Lambo. He's like, sup, nerds? And then he just takes off.
Man.
See, it was a DLC in Battlefield 6.
Listen, EA, you got a long way to go before you really gain the trust of gamers. But I'll tell you what, between the Battlefield 6 being good and you guys refusing to release yet another remaster, even if the developer wants you to do it, the BioWare is saying we want this, and then EA's going, nah. Like, maybe this is the glimmer of hope that we needed.
That's all we can do. It's a step.
I doubt it, to be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
But, hey, a little bit goes a long way. So, all right, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you in this weekend's Battlefield 6 beta. Remember, it's going from the 14th through the 17th. So if you didn't get a chance, jump in and play with us. Or just, hey, be excited if you can't play, because Battlefield's back, baby. So remember to follow the show, rate us 5 stars, write us a review. We're going to get back to reading these reviews here and getting caught up on that. Also, one last thing. We streamed our Battlefield playthrough for about 4 hours. We had an amazing time. Thank you to everybody. But hey, a very special shout out to Norwegian Greaser. Gifted 20 subs.
20 subs,
to the community. So thank you, Norwegian Greaser, for the kindness. Norwegian Greaser, also a legendary supporter of this show. We love you, buddy. Thank you so much. But that was an awesome thing to see during the stream as well. So, and you know what? If you want to come hang out and just have fun with gamers that are having a good time, come join our streams in our Discord server. We have an announcement that says, hey, we're going live on Twitch. You can come hang out with us. We're active in the chat. It's such a good time. You can watch Ace flounder around and try to get his second kill of the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or me yelling at Ryan, saying, Ryan, rest me.
Rest me.
Wait for me. You didn't let me in the car.
There's not a game that Josh doesn't say that, by the way. Even if I can't res him, he's like, res me, Ryan. Res me.
Where's Ace? He's the medic.
Like,
oh, he's dead
tank.
Again.
What do you want me to do? And I'm like, res me. Get out of the tank and res me. All right, everybody. We'll see you later. And until next time, happy gaming.
See ya.
Peace out.